Okay.
Well, good morning, y'all. Well, got up this morning and turned the hot water heater on. Thought, well, since I didn't get a shower yesterday, I thought, well, I'll get my shower this morning and we'll get out here and put the insulation around the outside of the back side of the camper here to kind of help some of that wind, because that's where the wind comes from, is over here. And turned the water heater on. Didn't think much about it. Waited about 40 minutes. Went to turn the water on. No hot water. Did it again. Still no hot water. So, after doing some deductions, realized, no, we got no hot water. So, thankfully, you know, it is a Junktojems thing, but we did prepare for this. So, before we even left Florida, we had bought us a tankless hot water heater. Now, we were planning on using this once we got to our permanent place, but thankfully we bought this and prepped for it. So this is what we're about to do today. So that we can have a hot shower around here, we gotta hook up more hot water. So right now what I'm doing is just opening up the box here and seeing what all comes with this. And just in case you want to know what this is a gas hot water heater, and this is made by I forgot. Oh, I forget who it's made by. So we're gonna unpack her and see what we gotta have to hook it all up. What's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to mount this thing outside on a pedestal. Hey, Shorty, would you give me a hand here, please?
You take that outside.
Please. Well, I'll set it right over here on Audie's head. She won't mind for a minute. She's like, oh, yes, I will mind. She's like, I'm out of here. I ain't putting up with that. Look at that, guys. Ain't that snazzy? Ain't that snazzy? So it does have some mounting stuff here for it, which we'll have to address that. Looks like there's one screw that just mounts at the top, and then we can put a couple screws at the bottom here. And we'll just mount it on a post and a couple of boards out there, which I'm sure we'll have to go get. But I was hoping there was some more hardware other than just this little bit of stuff, because we are going to be mixing this with our other hot water, so we're going to let our diverter valves and the camper do their job. But it looks like this is just a shower head. So it did come with its own regulator. So at least we'll be able to hook it up to a tank real easily. Now it'll just be a matter of figuring out what fittings we need. So this is the gas inlet here. So I see the regulator there for that. And then we got cold water inlet and hot water outlet. So it looks like this is all pretty much the standard 1/2 inch stuff here. And you also feel the cold air coming out from underneath this thing. It's like just being in here in the heat and all the cold that's been stored up inside there. And you can feel it. Yeah, so these are all just standard 1/2 inch connections. So I can run to the hardware store and pick those up with some PEX pipe and some shark bites. And we can have a good hot shower again.
Yes.
And not just a a 5-minute quickie. Oh, it's even got a winter and summer button on it. We're leaving that doggone winter, and we'll be turning this up to high. So it's one of them ones that that basically you just provide a shower for. Trying to figure out what the power issue is with it here. Which the last one we had was a 9-volt battery type deal. I think it was a D battery, wasn't it? 2 D batteries. So this one we may end up having to do something different with as far as power, igniter power. It's not showing me, or is it here? Let's see what this is real quick. Oh, look at there, it is battery operated, but unfortunately this is one of them ones where you're gonna have to go outside and turn it on. Because it's got an on off switch down here at the bottom once you get the 2 D batteries in it. So we'll look through the manual, figure out what's going on. We'll bring you back here in just a little bit when we get ready to do the install.
Alright.
Okay, well, no sense doing that until she gets done.
Well, I want to see the stuff going on. Got the holes all drilled out.
Yep. So we got the holes drilled out. Right now we are turning off the water, but I want to show you this here. If you look down inside here, you can see this is where the hot comes out of the hot water heater right here. So it's even marked for you there, hot. And then down there at the bottom is the cold. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
and this is how you get into it.
Yeah. This is the back bunk. And if you take all the stuff off the bunk, you got this little piece of plywood that just lays down. So you just raise it up. And then of course you got access to everything right here.
Yep.
So this is where your pump is for your holding tank and all that stuff. So basically I'm going to take shark bites, and we're going to use shark bites for this. This one here happens to be a 1/2 inch with the threads, and I'm going to thread this right into this stuff that we got already here, because it already has a bunch of joints in here that have threaded joints. So we're just going to plug this in here with some regular old pipe dope, and then we're going to shark bite this in like this. So these right here are going to go right into that, and these happen to be the ones for the pecs, as you can see the difference, and we'll go from there. Okay, so for this part here, what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect these pipes here from the water heater, and I got 2 shark bites. Instead of trying to screw these into this, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut the lines and shark bite it right here. I'm thinking that'll be my easiest option. Alright, looks like I'm going to have to get out here and drain some lines better. Alright guys, so here's what you got to do as far as these water heater goes. Come over here, Mary. Down in here, see there's a little plug right down here. And so in order to drain these, you have to take this plug out. And that's what I'm going to do now, is get the plug out here. Okay. Evidently I'm not getting it out with that, so I'm going to have to go get a big socket and get in there and see if I can get it that way. Alright guys, so we figured out this is an 1 1/16 nut on this drain, which will probably most likely be pretty standard for these. Been such a long time since I've had to do one that I had forgotten about it. Whew. And y'all, look at all that stuff up inside there. It's all sediment, y'all. This thing wasn't going to be very efficient anyway. I don't think it's ever been cleaned. A lot of people don't think about this kind of thing, but even on your house water heaters, you know, every 2 years. I am a certified A-HIT certified home inspector, and a lot of people don't realize that this is sediment. This will build up inside your water heater from water being heated so many times. And a lot of people don't realize that 9 times out of 10, that's the cause of water heaters going bad or not working anymore. So you can see all this coming out. There's a bunch more of it in there still. And all you have to do to solve this problem, y'all, is just every 2 years, take a hose, hook it to the bottom of your water heater, run it outside, turn the valve on, and just leave your water running. Turn your water heater off, obviously, but just leave your water running. And it'll flush all this stuff out of there. Sometimes you might have to take a little rubber hammer or your hand and just smack on it a couple of times. That'll break some of this stuff loose. As you can see, all this coming out of this, and this is just a little tiny water heater.
Alright, all
Next.
drained.
Alright, so now, let's see, do I need any of this in here?
We got this little tools over here, guys. Look at that.
No, we just need the pliers in there. So we're gonna leave this stuff here for right this second. And I got my 2 fittings right here.
And is that for inside or outside?
These are for outside, but right here. So we're gonna go ahead and hook these 2 up right here. Now, if you'd like to come up here, Miss Mary, and we're gonna give everybody a little shot of this here. So this is cold water in. Up underneath there, it's even marked.
Sorry guys, about the finger.
It's even marked cold water in and hot water out. So we've got these cool little shark bites right here, and they've got a threaded fitting on one side and a shark bite on the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little pipe dope on this. I'm going to clean that up a little bit so we don't get any trash in our water heater. Then we are going to take this little booger like that. We're just going to screw it up on there. Now these are 1/2 inch fittings. Oh, it's in your pocket. Hand me that custom wrench over there, will you please? So we need a really cool tool. See, even Miley knows about really cool tools. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. This is okay, it's alright. Okay.
I think you're doing it.
And I probably should be using a wrench on this, but I think that's going to be good right there. So then we're going to do the same with the other side. Y'all, these shark bites are really awesome, I gotta tell you. Whoever come up with this idea, genius! I've been wanting to say that for a while, just so you know. Little bit, can't be wrong, or am I right? Alright. We'll try again with the pliers and see if I can. Yeah, these don't need to be super tight, y'all, just so you know. But, as one might say, marvelous, darling. Absolutely marvelous. Okay, so that's that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take these lines, y'all, just like this. And we're going to be bringing them around here.
You might actually have to put it sideways.
I got a 90, so we're gonna have a little piece that's gonna come out of here like this and come down and come over.
You sure it's gonna hit?
Yep, it will hit.
Alright.
Because see, it'll come down just like that.
Yeah, but is it gonna reach in there?
Yep, it reaches in there. I think so anyway. So right there is about where it's gotta be. So let's go back in and check and make sure that's gonna reach. Okay, so it looks like our lines fit. Now, in this case here, didn't have a lot of pecs, so I basically had to use what they had available, which is these little 4-foot sections already pre-cut.
We got it all connected already. So you bypass the water heater.
Yep, so now Our hot is bypassed there.
Now we're gonna do
our cold line here. So in case you're not familiar with shark bites, they do make two types of shark bites. They make one for PEX pipe and one for CPVC. Now PEX pipe was designed with that in mind, that you can use either one. You can use the PEX or you can use the CPVC. The PEX is exactly the same size as the CPVC. The CPVC just requires you have the little insert, to where the PEX really doesn't have to have the insert. And I'm gonna get down in here and see if I can show you these little compression fittings that they put on this stuff.
well, you see what he's messing with, the guys, in the camera. I'm trying to get as best as I can. Because he got big hands, guys, sorry.
Oh, you got a big hand.
Hands. Got big hands, and I tried to get to the right angle. Let's see if we can.
Not a lot of space in here either.
Yeah.
But anyway, here you can see the little insert, and these are compression fittings that these are what they call compression fittings, and they use these a lot on campers. In this case here, we don't really need that, because see these little inserts on these this way they will work for compression or CPVC, or I mean not compression, but PEX or CPVC. So basically you just stick that little pipe in there, and make sure it goes in all the way where it can't be going any further, and you now have your fitting. So we're going to stuff that through the little hole back here that we drilled.
Yep, see it.
And then we're just going to
hook it up to the hole.
bend this around over here.
See if we can get an angle of this, guys.
See if I can move my hands a little bit out of the way so you can get a clear shot of it.
So far, so good. Yeah, it's a little challenging back here, guys. You see the space that he's working with. You don't get much. Let's see if we can put another line up on this subject. There we go. Hold on. Let's see if we can get a view over here. Here we are.
I may have to take the insert out of that.
Oh, is it not sticking?
It's going in, but I'm not sure if it's going in all the way, but we'll find out in just a few minutes.
Okay.
But if I have to take the insert, and just so you've seen that on the picture, y'all.
The insert.
The insert on these, and sometimes on this camper PEX type pipe, you have to take the insert out. Sometimes you don't. Just all depends on how old it is and if it's swelled up any or not. But that little insert does come out. Okay, you can take it out. You can just take your pair of pliers and pull it out. But I'm thinking this went in far enough that'll work. But you know, one thing about plumbing, you never know until you try.
That is true. We will see. So
now we're gonna go outside.
We'll go outside and
we're gonna take our two handy dandy 45s, cut off a little piece of this pipe over here, and we're gonna make that happen.
Okay.
And then sometime today I'm gonna have to go down and get two caps, because the outside shower, let me show you this real quick. Get my camera lady over, hook me up over here. So this is the lines to the outside shower, these two lines right here, y'all. Well, when I took these off last night thinking I was going to be able to use them holes, I thought, all right, well great, that'll probably work. And then I put them back together so we could have water last night, because I didn't have enough of everything I needed, and then they started leaking. So now we are going to have to take them apart from back over here in this hole and cap them.
Cap them off. And they'll take care of that one.
Yep, and that'll solve that problem, because it's still leaking. One has still got a little drip, even though I put pipe dope on it and everything else, it's still got a drip. So yeah, they're just getting wore out.
You know, it is. I don't know what age it is, but it's.
I think the camper's in 05. So, okay, so what we did here There's we got the pecs in there, and no, I didn't have to retake those out. It just makes it a little tighter is all. But stuff that up inside there like that, and then we'll bring this one around, and hopefully we got enough there to fit her in there. So we may have to move this over a little bit, I'm not sure yet. Yep, we're gonna have to move this over a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's got that little rock right here, Gary.
No, it's this big rock right here.
You need to go a little bit more. There we go.
Where's the pliers at?
Did you leave them inside?
I might have.
Do you want me to go get him?
Yeah, I can't get a good enough grip on that one. So on that note, I guess we got to hook this one up first before we go hooking the other one up. He said this way you can get a grip on it.
Yeah, hook it up first.
Yep. So with the inserts, it just makes it a little trickier to get them in, is all. But they will go in there. Plays.
She said they were. Big glare. Sorry guys, got glare going on. Have to switch sides.
Okay, I think those are in. Click.
Click.
Okay, now for a pressure test. All right, guys. Well, guess what? We got her all hooked up. We still got a couple of little leaks right here just from the fittings where they screw into here. Evidently, those weren't really all that tight, and these lines are pretty keeping a lot of tension on it. So let's find out. I'm gonna turn the hot water on, the outdoor shower out here. We're gonna see if we got some hot water.
Would be the blue one, the last one that you haven't touched, Gary.
No, that's...
Yeah, that's the water pressure.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, damn. Very hot water.
Oh yeah, it's warming up now. Alright, so look at the ground, y'all, where what's leaking out of there. You can see it steaming.
I don't know if you can see that steam, but
That's where it's leaking out of there. But oh yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, now you can probably see the steam
Yeah.
coming off of there. Oh yeah.